Hey everyone, I'm Sasha and welcome back to another episode of my talk show. And today's episode is going to be about loving yourself and showing up for yourself and the different things that I've done within the past couple of weeks or a month to embrace the love for myself and to be able to love myself and show up for myself the way that I truly desire, right? So let's jump into the very first one that I prioritize throughout the day, which is saying my affirmations. And I say affirmations such as I am in love with myself, I am falling in love with myself, and I am loving myself. I tell myself in the morning that I love myself. I tell myself that all things is working out to me, for me, around me, and within me. What's some other affirmations? I think that's about it. For right now. I may think of some later on, but those are like my top affirmations that I recite to myself on a day-to-day basis, because I want to love myself, and I do, and I want to pour more into myself, and I truly believe that life and death lies in the power of your tongue. I truly believe that you are powerful and the words that you say are extremely powerful. So if you continue to recite those words on a day-to-day basis, then eventually those words will become your reality. Those words will then become who you are. So I say my affirmations throughout the day. Another tool I rely on is listening to high frequency music. Not only do I listen to the music throughout the day, but I go to sleep listening to high frequency music. There are different ways we can heal ourselves, right? It's through our mindset, it's through the verbal words that we say, it's through the food we eat, it's through hanging around great, amazing people, and it's also through the music we listen to. So if you listen to a lot of music that's about hurting people, full of violence and drugs and this, that, and the third, then eventually that will become your reality, because that is what you're putting into your system. However, if you are listening to high frequency music, that music and those tones was designed to heal your body. Is literally designed to increase your vibration so that you can be able to attract the things that you want to attract throughout life. And I highly, highly, highly suggest going to sleep with high frequency music on, because as you're sleeping, the music is healing you. It's amazing. Like whatever it is that you're dealing with, like the other day, I put on lymphatic cleanser frequency music, and I listened to that throughout the night. I was listening to lower back pain, and I listened to that throughout the night, and any issues that I may have within my body, I put on that music and I go to sleep with that music on. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I'll turn it off, because the light from the TV, it kind of keeps me up. But there are high frequency tones that you could listen to that have the black screen, to where the screen is completely black, but you could still listen to the high frequency music. So I would suggest to use that, if you wanna if you don't like the light and the stuff that displays on the screen, because it works. I truly love it. Another thing that I've been doing on a day-to-day basis is watching motivational videos. So whenever I have some free time and I'm not working or anything, and I'm resting, I would go on YouTube. YouTube is my number one platform that I rely on to help me throughout this journey. And YouTube, YouTube is the place to go. That's just that. YouTube is the place to go. YouTube literally has everything. So my timeline is literally full of motivational movies, motivational videos. And I watches those videos, like whatever on my timeline, whatever pops up, like I listen to it and I watch it, and I allow whatever, you know, that person have to say to, you know, inspire me, to encourage me, to empower me, and to motivate me, because that's what I want. And that's what I want to feed my brain, because if I continue to feed my brain with motivation of, you will live the dream life that you want to live, then eventually that's going to become my reality. So I am extremely conscious on what I feed my brain. If it goes against the things that I want in life, I can't engage in it right now. I just can't engage in it right now. And to be honest with you, I don't want to engage in it anymore, because those things are going against what I want in life. You get what I'm saying? Like, I want to live the life that I want to live. Why would I listen or watch something that goes against what I want, right? It's common sense. So those motivational videos, I'm telling you, it helps. And you don't necessarily have to sit there and watch it. Like, you could just play it and like have it playing in the background. And yeah, it's great. It's been helping a lot, and I suggest other people do those things as well. Another thing I've been doing lately is eating better, because you are what you eat. And if you eat junk, then of course you're gonna look like junk, you're gonna be junk, you're gonna smell like junk, and you're just gonna be a part of the junk team and the garbage truck, right? And before I really started to take like this journey serious, I had an addiction to like junk food. Like, I was addicted to eating junk food on like a day-to-day basis. And then when I mean by junk food, I'm talking about like fast food, Popeyes, Cane's, Wendy's, Panda Express, Taco Bell. Like, and of course, you know, other places as well, but I was addicted to eating that food. And I was addicted to it because, of course, all of that food is comfort food. So it comforts you, it makes you feel better. And that was my way of dealing with daily stressors or like just life issues. Eating fast food. Like, once I got me some fries, I ate them fries, like I was good. I was able to conquer the day. I was able to show up for myself, and I was able to, get this, that, and the third going on. But, whenever I came across something that was just like extremely stressful, I would eat. And I didn't know I was addicted to fast food until like I really sat down and I really became aware. Like, I really paid attention to myself, and I really paid attention to my health, if anything. That's what like really helped me like pay attention to like what's going on. I haven't experienced any like health scares. You know how like some people, like, they'll pop up with cancer and they'll pop up with this and the third. Although at one point in time, because of my health started to decline, because I was eating so much of fast food, I thought I could have potentially had cancer, or I was like, the cancer, it was brewing. Like, if I continue to live the lifestyle that I was living, like, eventually, like, I am going to get cancer. And if you know anything, well, if you are aware with society and like the health department and like the health issues, like right now, is a lot of people that's popping up with cancer at like a very, very young, early age. So that's concerning. And it's because of the food. It's because of not processing the emotions. A lot of things have to play into like individuals popping up with cancer, and not just cancer, but colon cancer. I meant to say that, colon cancer. And colon cancer is literally connected with your gut, and your gut is connected with the things that you eat. So being educated on that, and like looking at my lifestyle, and it's like, dang girl, like, all you eat is fast food and this and the third. Like, if you don't get it together, like, you're gonna eventually experience, so I really want to take my health serious, because I want to make sure that, I'm as healthy as possible. I want to take care of myself. I want to take care of my body. My body shows up for me every single day. And I feel like the least, literally like the least I could do is to love my body and take care of my body and nourish my body. That's the least I could do. Or the least I could do is stop eating that food so my body can repair itself, heal itself, and do what it's supposed to do for itself, right? So I started to eat better. For the people that's from New Orleans, there is like this garden that I go to. So I started to eat better. I started to eat more of my fruits and vegetables. And I also started to drink my herbs teas. Like I've mentioned this before of me drinking my teas, but I specifically drank a tea called Parasite Punisher from my herbalist, and it punishes and it kills. Not only does it punish, but it kills the parasites. And I've realized that when I drink those teas, I don't crave fast food the way I used to crave fast food. And that's another thing. Sometimes it wasn't even about me like looking for comfort food. Like 9 out of 10, not 9 out of 10, I want to say about 5 out of 10, the reason why you eat the food you eat is because of the parasites that's within your body. It's because that's what the parasites wants. And they hack your brain and they tell you, oh, go get some Popeyes, or oh, go get some Cane's. It's not really you, and you don't even really be hungry, but it's the parasites telling you eat so that they can live and so that they can survive. So once I started to, like, you know, of course, educate myself on, you know, parasites, and then, you know, how to kill them and this, that, and the third, I noticed that when I drank, you know, certain teas, those teas don't really, they help. Like the parasites, like they're paralyzed, they're muted. I also brought some pumpkin seeds. If any of you guys that's watching this video, and if you're dealing with parasites, or if you have cravings and you don't know where these cravings come from, they just come up out the blue and you don't want those cravings anymore, it could be a possibility that you have parasites. Okay, parasites come from eating food. If you eat not eating food, but eating meat. So if you eat meat, chicken, fish, especially fish, but if you eat meat, like parasites is in the meat. On top of that, the parasites is in the meat. So I feel like literally everyone in this world have parasites because we all eat meat, right? So if you want like a fast, quick, convenient way on how to get rid of parasites in the body, one, papaya. Buy you a papaya and swallow the seeds. The seeds, get the seeds out the papaya. Of course, eat the papaya because it's full of, you know, nutritious and vitamins, and it's just completely good for your body. However, the parasites don't like papaya seeds. So scrape those seeds out, and I want to say eat at least about 5 to 8 of those seeds. Don't chew them, just swallow them. Okay? Now, before you do this, do your research on eating papaya seeds and, like, you know, getting rid of parasites. I am not a doctor. I am just basically telling y'all what I did to aid in like getting rid of the parasites. And also pumpkin seeds. Parasites hate pumpkin seeds. There's a chemical inside of pumpkin seeds that when you chew, it paralyzes the parasites. So once I educated myself on all of these things, I went out and purchased the right things so that the parasites could stop controlling me. Okay, like I said, consult with your doctor, especially if you have any, you know, medical issues. Consult with your doctor, ask your doctor, you know, this, that, and the third. Or, you know, trust your gut. Trust your gut, because your doctor may say no, don't eat this, but yet your doctor is not going to tell you anything about parasites. They're going to act as if parasites don't exist. They don't know what parasites is, when in actuality, parasites is what causes 99.9% of the diseases within our bodies. That is my opinion, and that's how I feel. But once you get rid of the parasites, you are okay. So we all need to be deworming, okay? And another thing, there's a frequency to get rid of parasites in your body. When you go on YouTube and when you look at the different frequencies, type in what it is that you're looking for. So say, for instance, if you have a headache, type in headache frequency. Remove headache frequency. Say, for instance, if you want your dopamine to be released, type in dopamine release frequency. For the parasites, parasite removal frequency. Listen to that. Listen to it, especially listen to it with your headphones, so that like you can get like the maximum strength of listening to that frequency. So another thing I started to do on my self-love journey was to save money. I noticed that I spend a lot of money. I spend a lot of money And I wasn't prioritizing taking care of my responsibilities the way that I was supposed to, because I was just spending and splurging money. So I started to be more mindful of my spending habits, of the amount of money that's going out and the amount of money that's coming in. At one point in time, there was no difference between my wants and needs. Like, I felt like if I want it, I'm gonna get it. If I need it, I'm gonna get it, right? However, the situation that I'm in right now, I need to learn how to manage my money better than before. So I prioritize everything it is that I need. And when it comes down to my wants, you know, maybe I could get it, you know, maybe this paycheck, maybe this pay period, or maybe that pay period. But, you know, strictly right now, it's all about what it is that I need. And then, like, the wants could wait. I could put that to the side, and I'll, you know, dibble dabble in that, maybe give myself a, you know, a shopping splurge, you know, one of these days, and, you know, let that be that. Okay. Another thing I did to show up for myself or to love myself more is to keep my word, right? Is to keep my word. So if I wake up and I say, you know what, I'm gonna get up this morning and I'm gonna do my lymphatic massage, it's just keeping my word. And like, me doing that, like, it makes me feel so much better because I'm showing up for myself. Like, I'm giving myself what it is that I need. If I want to wake up and if I want to work out, I wake up and I work out. You get what I'm saying? So just keeping my word to myself is me showing myself that, you know, I trust you, I hear you, I see you, I'm here to, you know, love on you and to give you, you know, what it is that you need. And it just makes me, it makes me feel better. It makes my day go by really, really well, because I'm proud of myself. I'm proud that I showed up for myself and that I was able to give myself what I wanted and what I needed. And the last thing that I do to love myself more is to give myself grace, right? Like, I noticed that I set extremely high expectations for myself, and those high expectations is rooted within my childhood. And a lot of people don't know, like, where the high expectation may come from, or, you know, why they set, you know, such a high goal for themselves, and like, they know they can't accomplish, but they continue to set it. And it could be because of childhood, right? So for me, I remember when I was a child, and when I would get my report card, and I would bring my report card home, and I would show, you know, my guardian, like, you know, this is my report card, you know, I'm passing this, that, and the third. Because I was passing, you know, of course I wanted my guardians to be proud of me, like to see that, like, you know, she's passing, she's taking care of her business, you know, this, that, and the third. But I never had a sense of accomplishment. Like, there was never a sense of someone being proud of me because I was passing. Now, mind you, I was a child, so, you know, any joy, you know, accomplishment, any excitement, you know, if someone was proud of you, like, you thrived off that. You get what I'm saying? Like, you needed for them to be proud of you, for them to say, I'm proud of you, for you to feel good. You get what I'm saying? Like, you really don't know how to make yourself proud because you're a child, and it's like, you really don't know yourself, and you were taught that, oh, you know, I know when I go home, my people gonna be happy because I'm passing this, that, and the third. You get what I'm saying? And that makes you even more happy because they're happy. You get what I'm saying? But, you know, my people wasn't happy. You know, I have, you know, you know, a lot of B's and maybe one C, and then they'll look at the report card and they'll say, oh, you need to get that C up. And it's like, no, the fuck I don't. No, the fuck I don't. And if you want me to get that C up, then what are you going to do to help me get that C up? Because clearly I did what I had to do on my own, and this is the grade that I have. So clearly there may be some things that I'm understanding within the class, and then there may be some things that I'm not understanding in the class. So what are you going to do to help me get that C up, since you want me to get that C up? Because it's, you know, I'm perfectly fine with having a C in this class, because C's get degrees. C's is passable. Now maybe, you know, if it was a D or an F, you know, that's different, because then I'm legit failing a class. But C's is a passing grade. So, you know, you as my guardian, if you have an issue with that, then what are you gonna do? You get what I'm saying? But you know, our people, they can't think that far. They just can't. However, so having your guardian force that high expectation on you, you didn't develop that expectation yourself. You didn't develop that high expectation for yourself. And it's like you're not even, and it's like you're not even living up to the standard, the expectation you want to live up to. You're living up to someone else's standard and expectation. And this my life. So, you know, somewhere down the line, you have to realize, like, you know, where did this standard of expectation come from? Like, why can't I extend grace to myself, right? So once I notice that within myself, that I'm setting, you know, unrealistic expectations for myself, I started to extend myself grace. Because one, I fucking deserve it. Two, why not? Like, why not be kind? Why not be extra kind to myself? Why not love myself, nourish myself, and take care of myself the way that I'm supposed to? So learn how to give yourself more grace. Learn how to be kind to yourself. And lastly, but not least, like, learn how to unlearn the toxic things that you learned as a child. Because those things could be, you know, holding you back, or those things could prevent you from, you know, becoming the person that you want to become, because you're living up to someone else's expectation, to someone else's standard. You're plugged into someone else's program. Okay, so that's for today. I'll see you guys some other time.